All right. Anyway, let's continue with the frivolity here. You know, during this time of year, a lot of families like to either stay home or go home for the holidays. However, some folks do prefer to take advantage of the season and just get away from it all.
Our first guest today is just such an individual. Following a divorce and the loss of her job, she decided to hit the road and see the world. And now she is sharing her experiences and encouraging others to do the same.
Please welcome.
Go ahead.
Today's spotlight guest, Getaway girl Casey Wall.
And I am holding one of Casey's books. It is Girls Getaway Guide to Orlando. Welcome to Daytime,
Thanks
Casey.
for being here. Before we get going, what do you think?
It looks great. It looks great.
It did work.
Is it worth the investment?
Maybe we can do some blonde for my roots next time.
And me too. Yeah. I'm going to get some of that.
Shake on root cover.
We just need to shellac it.
All right, we'll get the shellac.
Okay.
Casey, thanks for being here. We appreciate it. You found yourself divorced and you found yourself suddenly unemployed, and you just kind of said, you know what, I'm going to hit the road.
I did. And actually, going away with my girlfriends was a way for me to kind of cope with the my life at the time, and it was one of the things that each month I looked forward to a getaway or a girls' night out or something special. And so each time we went to a city, I looked for a book. I went to, you know, the bookstore, Amazon, and I said, surely there's got to be books for girls, because there's travel books for every other segment, and there wasn't. So I decided, I had some free time, so I decided I'd write my own books.
Good for you. Now I'm thinking if I lost my job, my main focus would be I have to find another job. I can't afford to hit the road. So how did you manage to do that, to keep traveling while you weren't employed?
Well, fortunately, I'd saved a lot of money.
Did you do well in the divorce? Just kidding.
But I had saved a lot of money. I had a very good job, making quite a bit of money. So I had saved a lot of money up because I knew I wanted to travel. So it just kind of all fell into place for me. I had the time to do it now.
Good for you.
Now, do you have a bunch of friends who are now part of this group, and you guys all kind of get together and take your trips and just kind of spread the word?
We do. I have lots of girlfriends. I mean, girlfriends from high school, college, people that I met in the workplace, people that I meet now.
Are they all divorced?
Not all of them,
okay.
But some of them are. But you know, I do a lot of trips with some of my married friends. So it just really depends on the size of the trip and you know what we want to go do and see. And you know, some of the girls, the single girls, like I did a trip to the Hamptons this year. You know, that was probably a little bit more fun and wild than my married friends would enjoy.
Were you on a manhunt?
Not necessarily a manhunt, but we stumbled across a few. So
seems like an honest question to me.
What can we find in the Getaway Guide? What kind of places and things do you have in these things?
It's everything that a girl needs to know for a trip. So where to stay, where to shop, where to spa, annual happenings that you may want to plan your trip around, side trips if you're in a city. Say you go to a city for a business meeting, but you want to kind of, you know, do a side trip while you're there. That has that as well.
Do you have like budget constraints, or this trip is going to be, you know, one for, you know, pulling out all the stops, or this one's going to be an economic trip, that kind of a thing?
Absolutely, and actually some of the entries in the book, like your hotel or your restaurant, there's dollar signs, so you know how much you're going to spend. But the idea was, you know, to do it for everyone with, you know, each different budget. So anything from college students on a budget to, you know, the elderly. I mean, my grandmother does Girl Getaways, so it's something in there for everybody.
I've got Orlando, Dave has Key West, and you're working on another one right now.
Yes, Nashville is the next book, so it should be out next year.
What fun research you have to do.
Is this you on the cover, theoretically?
It's not me, per se, but everyone says it does look a lot like me. So.
It's you, Casey.
I think it is. I think
looks
it's definitely
like
you.
Well, how can we get a hold of these? Where can we find them?
Both of the books are on Amazon. You can purchase them there, or my website is girlsgetawayguide.net.
Fantastic. Great idea, and thank you so much for being here on Daytime.
Thank you for having me.
Can I have that?
Appreciate it. Of course you can, because it's for girls.
Casey Wall, thank you again.
Thank you.